Hey, I'm BOINGtheGamer and welcome to my channel where I play games and create all kinds of geeky videos. Today's honest review, Vrising. Now, this vampire-themed survival game by Stunlock Studios launched in Steam's early access in May 2022 for Microsoft Windows. Thanks to keymailer and Stunlock Studios, I received a game key to activate on Steam and play Vrising. Now, despite being gifted the game, I'm always here to provide you guys an honest review, and today I'll just do that again. But what is Vrising exactly? Well, it's a vampire-themed survival game in which you explore an open gothic world, gather resources, build your castle, improve your skills or powers, and become the next Dracula legend. So first up, you create your vampire character, and let me tell you right now, character customization is pretty great with way more options than I expected, so that's a big plus. A new game awakens your vampire character from a deep sleep, ready to start your adventure. The game guides you through the basic steps, sending you in the right direction so that you may explore the world of Vrising on your own, or with friends, or random vampires, players. There's a classic story here, the tale of regaining what's yours and what you've lost, but the game pretty much sets you free. While exploring, you'll find all kinds of resources to gather, trees to chop for wood, different stones and minerals to mine, or zombies to collect bones from. You'll run into different enemies in all kinds of places, like caves, bandit camps, or castle ruins. It's notable that you might want to destroy crates and barrels and keep an eye out for chests containing loot. The map does hold portals for fast traveling, but you can't teleport when you're carrying resources, which sets you up for some long walks. Anyway, all the loot can be crafted into armor, weapons, and of course your very own castle. A stronghold which you can upgrade and decorate with all kinds of stuff to help you out. Things like a workbench to craft items, or a blood altar to track down bosses to defeat and which powers or skills you can obtain. Defeating an alpha wolf boss and gaining the ability to shift into a giant wolf myself was a pretty epic surprise. There's more to unlock here, but that's something I'll let you discover. So, fighting enemies might get you hurt. Luckily, vampires can feed on creatures or humanoids and store blood to heal themselves. The more you drink, the stronger you'll be. So yeah, I pretty much just described the very basics of Vrising. Explore, gather resources, fight enemies, build a castle, and become a legend. And here's the weird thing, somehow the game provided me with nostalgic feelings. Even though it's a new title, it felt like I came back home. Probably because it feels like it takes a lot of good elements from other great games, mixing them up in this refreshing title. Another thing Vrising does right is the multiplayer. Playing solo requires you to host a private server, in which you can still invite friends to join you and play, but you can also rent a server or join one of the many available online. PvP or PvE co-op, it's all here. Servers can be adjusted with different rules and settings, so I do recommend checking out which one fits you before you start playing, because every server you join creates a brand new character to play. So yeah, that's right, no server hopping. Like I said, so far Vrising sounds pretty good, right? Especially if you're a fan of the genre like myself, then you will enjoy this one. It's easily one of my new favorite games to play right now. So I mostly talked about the pros, but what about the cons? Well, I don't have many personal dislikes, but I kinda missed server hopping here. And loading screens do take a while to launch. And probably my biggest annoyance was that the game did crash a few times. But yeah, I get it, it's still in early access. Another thing I noticed was, when you're farming resources alone, it almost feels like actual work. And let's be honest, that's not the feeling we're looking for here. I do want to know that the amount of resources required for crafting and stuff like that wasn't as bad as other games I've played. The amount wasn't that high, but it still kind of felt like a lot. But I get it, working together or playing together is the key to success in Vrising. And again, this is personal, but I did hate the fact I could not use the teleport function on the map, the fast travels, because I was carrying resources. Whenever you're carrying stuff, you have to walk, and that kind of annoyed me, but it's personal. After countless of hours of chopping trees, mining stones, long walks in the burning sun or mystical nights, fighting enemies, collecting loot, building my castle, I can honestly say, I enjoyed my time playing Vrising. Vrising offers a vampire-themed survival game in which you explore an open gothic world where you gather resources to build your castle as you become the next Dracula legend. Play as a lone wolf or as a vampire clan and take on the adventure that brings a new experience with familiar gameplay elements. So what do you think about Vrising? Will you set your teeth in this game and become a vampire legend? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to talk about Vrising with you guys. As for now, thank you for watching and see you next time. Cheers YouTube!